Hey everybody, welcome back again to Welch's math class. We are working a little bit today on decimal division. We've got a problem sitting in front of us here, 5.4 over 0.003, and the question is find the quotient. Of course, the quotient is the answer to a division problem, so we're going to be working out some long division here. I want to give you a quick read on how this works out. As we look over here, you might want to pause the video and capture this in your notes. First, we're going to set up long division. Secondly, we're going to move the decimal to the end of the divisor. That'll be our outside number, and then we're going to match that movement on the dividend, the inside number, and that'll give us the correct position for the decimal in our quotient or in our answer, and then we're going to divide it out. When we divide, a couple of things could happen. It could come out evenly, in which case we have our answer. It could be what we call a repeating decimal number. If that's the case, we will round that off wherever the problem asks us to. Or it may just go on and on and on. In that case, we would round the answer off wherever the problem had indicated they wanted it rounded off if it goes beyond where they wanted it rounded. Enough of that. Copy that down, catch those notes, and then let's take a quick look right here. So let's begin by setting this up in long division format. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my bottom number here, my denominator as far as a fraction goes, and I'm going to set it 0.003 on the outside of a long division house, and I'm going to take my top number, okay, my dividend, put it here. Okay, so I'm setting long division to look like this. Now I want to go ahead, I need to realize that I cannot have or I do not want to have a decimal in my divisor, in my outside number. So I'm going to move that decimal one position, two positions, three positions, okay, to the right. Then I'm going to take and I'm going to match that movement that I did there. I needed to clear the decimal out of the divisor. I'm going to match that movement and here and move this one 1, 2, 3 to the right. 3 to the right. Now when I do that, I'm going to need to add a 0 right here. Now decimal movement, remember, moves between numbers, so make sure that your decimal movement is between numbers. And if you have to add zeros, they actually are in this little dip here that we've ended up making. Now what that does is it takes my decimal and my quotient and puts it right here. Now we're going to take what we have. We're not going to try to work with that because that's a little messy. We're going to take that now and rewrite it because we know that this number now is a straight 3. This number right here now is a 5400, and if it has a decimal that we're going to need, it's going to be right there. Now we are ready to divide. At this point, we're ready to do long division. Most of the work here really involves getting your problem set up in good long division notation with your decimal positioned in the correct spot for your answer. So let's go ahead and do the division. 3 into 5 goes 1 time. 1 times 3, of course, is 3. Subtract, we get 2. Bring down that 4. 3 into 24, you got it. 8 times 3 is 24. Subtract, we get a 0. We'll bring down that next 0. Put a 0 up here. Bring down that next 0. Put a 0 up here. And at that point, we are completed with this problem. Okay, so again, most of the work was getting the decimal position to the correct spot, and so when we do 5 4/10 divided by 3 thousandths, we end up with 1,800 for our answer. Hope that's helpful to you. Jump back into your practice problem. You do the one that sent you here, and in fact do 2 or 3 just to get yourself in good shape there practicing with those. Check yourself with your calculator if you like, and I will see you next time.